It's good. You guys see the title? I'm gonna be exposing mind control in this video. A lot of people ask me where do I get my knowledge and information from because they think like I get it from somewhere. But like you guys could listen to me and see that I don't get my shit from anywhere. I'm not saying like the shit I say, some of the shit I say other people don't say because obviously we're a spirit. Obviously we're in a human body. We're in a human body. Obviously we're in a physical reality. So things like that other people are gonna say. So that's common fucking sense. But to be honest, you don't see anybody like actually giving you information on how to break this shit down. Like I'm telling you, and the reason why is because I've done damn near everything. Like I had that realization, like I've done damn near everything. Like literally, this is why like ever since when I was young, I was always good at everything. Like damn near everything I was always good at. Like when I played sports, I was always good at all the sports. When we did like certain shit in school, like spelling and remembering shit, like I was always hella good at it. And if I wasn't good at some, it was because I had like a health issue that got in the way for me being able to um experience that shit because I have a lot of like certain placements, which is like a lot of like when I have health issues, is not because like oh I did something unhealthy. It's because like I'm not like on my path doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It has nothing to do with like me not doing like eating healthy or being healthy or any of that bullshit. It has really nothing to do with that. Eating healthy and all that stuff having to do with living in and sustaining the body, that has nothing to do with what you're actually doing. This is why you see certain people who get diseases and they eat healthy, and some people smoke and don't eat healthy and they live like close to 100. You see what I'm saying? Because that shit has nothing to do with it. You have to just, if you don't, anytime you're not being yourself, then you're creating a situation where um you're gonna have like a tower moment, because you know like in the tarot how they have the tower card where it's like an issue. So yeah, but a lot of people under mind control right now. You niggas gotta understand that. This is why you can't be friends and be too cool with anyone nowadays. A lot of you niggas would just take what I just said and then go and take it too far and then isolate yourself. I'm not saying that, because you still got to, in order for you to accomplish something, you need another person. If you want to go and purchase something at the store, you need another person. So that's an example of you can't do it all alone, whether it be directly or indirectly. So I'm not saying isolate yourself, but what I am saying is there, it's too late to be making any friends really. Like the only people you relate to are the only people you should actually be cool with. And if you relate to people who are on a low frequency, then you need to get your frequency up so you can relate to people in a higher frequency. But it's all about who you relate to. A lot of you niggas out here or around, everyone that's in your world or your reality is just a fucking idiot. So that means you're behind, because you right now, like even me, like there's certain shit I'm like behind on, because at this point in Saturn and Pisces 2023, we should already been with our like with like all, you know, like all, you know, all back in like 2017, 16, everyone was like, um we we're gonna have our own tribe, we're gonna do this in the future, we're gonna do this, and I can't wait to do this, and we're gonna have our community, and all that shit is right. It was supposed to happen right now. So all that shit you keep saying, when I get my business, when I do this, when I get my shit together, when I finally have enough money, I'm gonna do all that planning and all those goals that you had. It was supposed to be happening in Saturn and Pisces. So since we're in Saturn and Pisces, and you niggas is still in that in that mentality of when I get my money, when I get then the energy ain't really working for you. So right now, like it's kind of getting too late to be able to, because a lot of you niggas think like, oh, there's so much opportunity to make money on the internet, and I'm gonna have all these things. And don't get me wrong, there is gonna be opportunity, but it's gonna be drying up. And there's always gonna be opportunity to make money. I'm not saying that, but in order to make money in the future, you're gonna have to have a certain type of mentality, and you're gonna have to have spiritual energy. You're not gonna be able to just do it like you've been doing it based on just the physical. You gotta need some type of like energetic connection. That's how this shit is. So, but right now in Saturn and Pisces, we should have been already been where we're supposed to be at right now. And if we're not, then we're getting resistance. So this is why the world looks like it's crumbling for like 99% of people, because everybody's still in that mindset like, oh, when I get this, I'm gonna do this. And well, not everyone, because some people are doing their shit, but like everyone's still in that mindset thinking about the future and what they're gonna do, but the future is supposed to be now. So now in the next coming years, it's just going to get a lot worse right now, because what's going on is the world's already done. But the way these elites are doing it is they're gradually making the world a worse and worse place. So each year they're gonna make more fucked up laws. They're gonna make the quality and the resources and all. They're gonna make it worse. The laws more stupid. The crime will get a little worse. They're gonna just make it worse until it gets to a certain point. But they have to do it. So, because if they bring too much chaos at once, it's going to be problematic for them. So they can't do that. So they have to do it year by year, make everything a little worse. But just know that each year is going to get worse until it reaches a certain crescendo or a point or whatever. And then once it reaches that shit, then they're going to probably bring in a new program, a new system, and their whole thing's going to be changed. And then that's what's going to be the new system. But right now we're building up to that breaking point where they're going to implement the new system. And probably when we get to that breaking point, there's going to be a period of time where like people are going to probably just be really fucked up. To be honest, people are always going to be fucked up. If you're anytime you're living in a system and this beast is your government, you can never be in relaxed mode, because they're never in relaxed mode. It's like imagine going to sleep in a house with a serial killer. It makes no sense, because when you go to sleep, you know they're gonna fucking kill you. So you stupid niggas getting relaxed in the government system where they're your enemy. They don't fuck with you niggas. So like a lot of you niggas like don't understand. As long as the government is ruling you, and as long as they're the government, there's always gonna be a problem. There's always gonna be an issue. There's always gonna be something the people did and they need to not do. It's always gonna be a problem, because they're the actual problem, and they're projecting what and who they fucking are, which is a fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, because as long as they keep putting people into mind control, then people aren't going to be able to wake up because their mind is gone. So that's the trick. They get people under mind control so they can do whatever they want. This is why when the pandemic happened, you're like, how the fuck can anybody see it? Like, people really believe in this stupid shit. And then you're like, how can they believe? It's because these niggas know mind control. These niggas are very skilled when it comes to manipulation of the human mind. And I don't want to say they're skilled, but if you're an idiot, then they're fucking skilled. So the government is more intelligent than 99.9% of the population. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be spending their money. You wouldn't be using their shit. So whatever they're doing works, you fucking idiot. That's why all these niggas that they baffle me when they'll like say, "Oh, Floyd Mayweather, he's successful. Jay-Z, he's successful. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos." Like, no, they're not successful. Those are fucking puppets. The nigga who runs the system, who printed the money, nigga, that's the biggest flex. That's what I'm trying to create, nigga. If I'm gonna choose anything to create, it's gonna be that. All that other shit, nigga, like fuck all that shit. I don't know what the fuck you stupid niggas is talking about. If you want to go and collect glitter glitter and sprinkle it all over your house and live in la la land and be happy and bliss and all this shit, then you can go and do that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You can go and do that. But then don't do that and then complain and hate and say, why is this the way it is and this day, but you don't want to do anything to be able to take this shit over. Because like they even tell you, like, in order to have peace, you have to go to war. Like war is actually something that's necessary. Anytime you have like a, this is why this system goes to war. Like you think this system goes to war because they're fucked up. Like no, they go to war because if this system doesn't go to war, they will lose their system. So they have to go to war. We don't like it because we're not a part of their shit. You see what I'm saying? We don't got ends on it. So it's from our perspective, it's fucked up. But anytime you have a system, you have to go to war. Like if you create your own, you're gonna have to go to war. War is necessary because war is an energy that's necessary sometimes to uphold and keep shit, especially if you have a system and shit going on. Because the more when you have something, when you have such a big energetic platform that so many people are using, whether it be millions or billions, you're gonna have to create. You're gonna have to go to war to protect that shit because there's gonna be other energy that is gonna want to take that down by default. Just like when you start getting your shit together, people start hating on you. Like you see people hate on all these celebrities, and these celebrities are peasants compared to the grand scheme. So imagine if you have your own system, you're controlling millions or billions of people, and you have your own fucking you have your own logistical system of energy just going. You're gonna attract a lot of haters. So this is why you have to go to war when you get to that level. So war is not good or bad. It just depends on how you're implementing. You can use it for good or you can use it for bad. But you better believe when you do have a system, you're gonna have to go to war. You're gonna have to utilize that energy. Because that's the only thing that's really they're able to get away with and do their shit because they have a military and they have the resource. It's not because what they say is so important, but in a way, the reason they were able to get the military and all that shit is because they were in alignment with the energies of this reality. So that's why everything worked so good for them where they were able to rule. And this is the truth, because if we were in alignment with the energy, we'll actually be the ones ruling, but we're not. Are like most people are just like they don't even practice what they preach. They say, "Oh, I believe in Christianity and Catholicism, but I don't go to church because you don't need to go to church because I'm a born again and I know Jesus personally." Like, shut your ass up, nigga. You're not practicing the religion, so you just create your own religion because the religion is based on energetic, like it's a ritual and it's all you're supposed to do it the way they say do it. Like if they tell you to go build a ladder and you don't put the fucking bolts in it because you don't feel like it's gonna break. You have to follow the instructions. The fuck? So that's the religion. You're supposed to follow the religion. Anytime you don't, you make your own religion. That's nothing to do with that. So you're not a Catholic. You're something else. So a lot of these stupid ass niggas out here, they don't understand that shit. So this is why like the government and the system, they have so much control over like the people, even the people don't even know. Shit is fucking crazy, man. And another thing is a lot of these niggas out here, a lot of these niggas out here, they think they're spiritual, but they're not. That's actually, in my opinion, worse than a Catholic because a person who thinks spiritual, there's no they think the truth, which we are there is a truth out there, but they think the truth is actually um um not it. But a person who believes in religion, even though they think that's the truth, we already know that's through the Masons and the Jews. And once we get rid of the Masons and the Jews, then that shit falls down. But these people are taking actual reality truth and thinking that it's something is not, and that's actually dangerous. That's actually worse because they're actually taking what's actually true versus something which you could say Catholicism and shit, they do take it, but it's more of a mind control thing. Religion is there to construct people's brain. When you talk about true spirituality, it's about being yourself and not giving your power away. So these motherfuckers think that they can do whatever the fuck they want, really, which you can, but then at the same time you can't, because whatever consequence comes with it, you got to take. You can't get rid of that shit, because you're in a world with other spirits. So you don't have true free will. Anytime you're in a world with other spirits, you don't have true free will. Dumbass. If I go, if somebody weighs 500 pounds and you weigh 100 pounds, nigga, and you slap him in the face, you niggas start fighting. The odds of him winning is very, very high, because so you can't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna win," or somebody's better at you in basketball, nigga. You can't say, "I'm gonna beat him." So, bitch, you don't got fucking free will. That's common sense right there. Because if you could, you'll be able to do anything and everything you wanted to do. And if you have free will to an extent, so you have free will, and you don't have free will. That's what it is. People always think this spiritual shit, like even like somebody says something where like they said, how is it that somebody gets karma or some shit? They said something about karma and like having it connect with, how do you know it's karma, or how do you know it's something else? But the thing is, or how do you know it's their punishment, or it's karma, or they're meant to learn it, or what? It's like at the end of the day, the way you know all that is it's both. At the end of the day, spirituality is not cut and dry. The spirituality is like it's not like what you think it is. Like you may think A, B, C, and this is A. You may think in a linear process. That's not how spirituality is. Spirituality is like way more complex, and it's a lot of things going on. Like both things can kind of have like there are certain truths. Don't get me wrong. There are certain truths, but then at the same time, there are also things that it depends on the situation and what people bring in, because we're all experiencing different things, and depending on what you experience is what's going to be what your reality. So if you're experiencing something that's extremely unique and different than what most people experience, it's going to lead to something that may be different. Because like some people, like this is why, like, because if it wasn't like that, everybody who killed somebody, well, like somebody say, oh, this person killed somebody and then he died next week and he got karma for that. But yet if that was the case, really everybody who killed somebody would die next week. But that's not the case. Some people get caught when they're 80 and they could kill somebody at 20. But yet again, it's a different experience. It's all the same, because really this time doesn't really mean shit. Like if something happens now, like, it really doesn't mean it, because you always gonna exist. You're always gonna be here. So it's like what matters is the amount of intensity. So like let's just say I slapped somebody and my anger was on a 2 after I got slapped. Or after I slapped the person, that person's anger was on 2. So if something negative happens to me, I'm gonna get something that's gonna happen to me times 2. So it's gonna match however that person felt. I'm gonna get that feeling in return. So like you guys gotta look at it like that. So it doesn't matter when they committed it. They're gonna get that same energy back. It may be just at another fucking time. Because really, we're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to go. Like a lot of you niggas think there's another world out there and all. It's really none of that shit. We create everything. That's what they talk about infinite. Infinite is we create everything. So we can create any and everything. We created this body and this word and what I'm talking and this vape pen. This didn't exist at one point. It was an imagination, but now it exists. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. We create everything. It's not like there's another world out there and shit. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna invite some niggas in that motherfucking room. I'm gonna invite somebody to the room. If anybody wants to come in the room, feel free to come in the room. Yeah. It's just this shit is crazy, man. The whole this fucking this people in general are just fucking stupid as fuck. Yeah, I'm just chilling right now, guys. Yeah, what's good with it? What's good? What's going on? Shit, man. Yeah, man, just sitting, just chilling right now, exposing this system. I don't even want to say exposing no more. I'm just speaking on this system, to be honest, because really, all this shit, really, everyone knows already. Some people just haven't tapped into the remembrance of it. But me, like I've lived hella existences. I've like done damn near everything. So this is why like I'm hella. I know a lot of shit, and I don't really study this shit because I have a lot of wisdom. Because I've done a lot of fucking lived in different realities and done so much shit. I've been here for like a long ass time. So like that's why like I hate a lot of shit. I don't like a lot of stuff. Like I'm not a normal person. I don't have a lot of likes. I don't have a lot of like I'm not like a regular person. Like if you guys see me in real life, I'm not like normal. Like I talk to myself and shit. Like when I like I'll conversate and speak to myself sometimes. So yeah, I'm not really normal because yeah. Because the thing is, when you live so many lives, the more the things you don't like in this world are things your spirit has already done. So if there's like a certain food you don't like, that means your spirit's already in other reality that you've done it. So the more you come back in this reality and you don't like a lot of shit, that means you've been here a lot. This is why you see these stupid fucking sheep. They just so entertained and mesmerized by this bullshit. And you're like, how the fuck are they like this stupid shit? They're watching fucking Star Wars and just it's because these are retarded, stupid new spirits. So like when you're a new spirit, then that shit entertains you more, and you're more gullible, and you're more stupid, and everything looks like like a child, like a kid. That's like everything looks bright. That's what it is. So the more you've been here a lot of times, the more you start to not like this shit because your spirit, like, because physically and from your ego, you're looking at it like this is the first time you've seen here. Like it looks like you don't remember your past lives, but your spirit remembers it. So it will play out like you just don't like certain people, or you may not like this thing, or you may have a certain asphyxiation, or you love, or you're just obsessed with something. It's all your spirit seeing it in a past existence, and it's like that energy, and it's like correlating it, but you don't remember it because you don't remember your life because you're in your ego, but your spirit remembers it, so it plays out as it for no reason you like this thing. You see what I'm saying? Or you hate it, or you don't like some shit, or something really like you have a phobia, you're scared as fuck of some shit, or you're scared of situations, all because of your spirit, but you don't remember it. But that's how you remember spiritually, is based on what you like, what you don't like, and your interactions emotionally with the reality. That's how you can gauge your past lives and shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to look at it like that, because you can't remember, because that mind in that other was on a. It's like you can't remember that mind. It's like because it wasn't this mind. You didn't think like this. It's like if I was you, I can't think. You can't think like me because you're not me. So you can't think like your last life, because that last life ain't you. Even though it is you, but you were thinking completely different than you are right now. Like a lot of things you're doing now wasn't like it was the same energy, but the illusion was different. If you get catch my drift, the energy was the same, which all that matters is the energy, but the illusion was different. So therefore, you may have did something else completely different in this life or whatever. But the energy was still the same. The same way you feel right now, you feel disappointed. It still was. You still felt disappointed because of that. It was the same energy you felt. But you see, you guys, if you guys get catch my drift, yeah, it's just crazy, guys, man. But join the link, anybody. You got people in the room, but nobody wants to join the link. Yeah. Oh man, I remember people were all. I remember when I never used to go live. People were telling me, "Why don't you ever go live? Why don't you ever go live? Join the link." Nobody wanted to, and everyone wanted me to go live so they can join. But now that I go live, nobody's joining. I don't really give. I don't really give a fuck if people go live. If just it makes more content and more talking points. So like I can go use more, add more talking points and content. That's why I like really go when people joining. That's pretty much it. It's not like fucking I need to talk to people and shit. It's just like it gives me more ideas and like because I can like they'll say something and I can break shit down because that's what I'm gonna start doing like breaking down videos. Like I had this there's this video I seen and I'm probably gonna upload it. I'll probably upload it, but I was talking about how that Black Magic 363 he did an interview with that nigga, some stupid fucking Hebrew Israelite or Muslim NOI type nigga, and fucking they were talking about how aliens were black and shit, and it's like it's just stupid shit like that, man. Like it's just crazy. And I'll upload the video, but it just this is why I say the world is lost because we got people thinking that aliens are black. First of all, aliens they think aliens exist. Then they want to say aliens are black. It's the same thing. Aliens are black. Jesus is black. Egyptians were black, but all of these fucking things were created by these Masons. Like, if you look at it, like Egypt wasn't some shit that you niggas think it is. Egypt was what the fuck is going on right now. That's why you see the pyramid on the back of the dollar. It was just in a different form. So what they were doing, what we're doing right now, they were doing in Egypt, but it just was a different form. It's the same shit. It was ruled by a Freemasonic, Illuminati type small secret society. Egypt was ruled by, and they didn't fuck with the people. Just like is ruled now with secret society, and they don't fuck with the people. So all these niggas talk about Egypt as it was something that they were in on, and they were like it's their family. They're fucking stupid. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They just it's the mind control to make black people feel like they have some type of power and shit after them telling us we weren't shit, we were slaves. Remember they said we were slaves, we weren't shit. You guys were nothing, you were slaves, you guys were niggers and hung. And they taught the fucking children, the black children, this shit, programming their mind to make they're not shit. Regardless of how they want to say it, how we overcame, it's teaching the black kids that they're nothing when you teach black children this shit. So, and I was a black fucking child, so I know this fucking shit. Black children have to go through that, and then you gotta heal and go through that shit. But it's funny how now they trying to switch it up. So first of all, like I don't give a fuck what some cracker thinks about what the fuck I am. I don't care if you. That's another thing. I don't like. There'll be somebody that'll come up and say, "Oh, I bless you." Or I like your jacket. First of all, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you bless me. I don't want you to like my jacket. I don't want you to disrespect me. I don't want you to curse me. I don't want you to do nothing. You don't have to have a fucking opinion about me. Why you gotta say something nice or say something mean to me, nigga? Just keep it moving and mind your fucking business. Because now we get into because even when you say something nice, it's not even truly genuinely nice. It was based up of a program. Now you said it so you can make yourself feel good and feel like you're being a good human, so you can feed this mind control system. It's not genuinely because you give a fuck. Because when you say something nice to somebody, you feel good. You see what I'm saying? You feel good. Just like when you cuss somebody out, you feel good. So it's all trying to make yourself feel good. You would never cuss somebody out that you love, and you would never say something nice to somebody you don't like because it's not gonna feel good. So it's all about feeling good. You get what I'm saying? Since all niggas want to do is just fucking feel good and shit when they want to say nice. So don't say nice things to me. Don't say mean things to me. Just have respect, and then we could talk about building. Because if we're talking about building and getting to the next level, If we're talking about that shit, then my feelings and what you think about what my hair looks like and my clothes and my your opinion, which doesn't matter, that it wouldn't matter because we're building some bigger shit. If we making billions of dollars and we got a whole logistical system of energy flowing, nigga, we're not gonna be talking about stupid shit. It's just the reason we're talking about it because we're in a low spot. We're in a low position because of what the elites created, and people don't have nothing to do but hate because they're miserable because of the lack of the false scarcity and the lack of resources and education that's going around. Because people are stupid because they don't know the fucking truth. That's the real fucking problem in this world. Yeah. I'll probably be off around 1, but I'll come back online. I'm gonna be on probably if I get off. I'm gonna be back on today though for sure. But it's don't yeah. Here's another thing. Don't say the system. The system doesn't limit you. Don't you don't want to put those curses in your reality because even me in a situation I'm in right now is not because even though the system played a part in it, there was things I could have done that made it where I wouldn't have been in this situation, and I know that. And there's things I could do now. Like I see where I'm fucking up in life. It's like my problem isn't like somebody's holding me down. I feel like I'm holding myself down because there's certain things I'm not getting rid of. So this is why you want to catch it sooner because if you catch it right now, you're the problem. But if you wait and you don't solve the issue, then eventually, what you said, the system is gonna limit you because if you don't fix your shit right now, then it's gonna get harder, and then that will be a fact. What you just said, the system limits you. But right now, where we're at right now, we have the power. The system ain't doing shit right now, and we good and we straight. We gonna get through this. And they say unless you have money, you right about that. But think about it like this: in order to start making money, you have to do something, and usually that thing you do doesn't take any money to do. So at the end of the day, you really don't need money. You just got to have some type of skill or ability or some type of talent. And then from that, you'll have money. You see what I'm saying? So you can do things and still survive without money. But the thing you do is got to get you money. You see what I'm saying? So there's something you can do that can give you a talent, skill, or an idea. And then when you do that, you're going to get money and then you'll be able to survive. You see what I'm saying? So you can do something to start getting money. Don't think that just you can't do nothing unless you have money. You can do something to get money. If you can't do anything unless you have money, then why don't you do something to get money? And that thing you can do doesn't take money. Because if it did, it wouldn't make sense because how will people get the first dollar? You see what I'm saying? You have to money is used to have people do what they need to do. Once you contribute something energetically, then you'll get money. Or you just take it and get it the demonic way, which I won't advise anyone to go and do that. Somebody join the live stream. Oh, we got Nick Indigo in here for sure.
Yo,
What's good?
yo, it's my dad's birthday.
What's up?
It's my dad's birthday today, August
It's
6th.
your
He's a Leo. He's a Leo. It's his birthday.
oh for sure. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's up. Happy birthday.
yeah. Say happy birthday. Say happy birthday to Paul.
Get the fuck out of here.
I said he's mad. I don't know why, but yeah. Say happy birthday. Hello.
Damn nigga, what happened? Why you say get out of here?
I don't know. Just say happy birthday
Yeah,
real
man.
quick. Happy birthday, Paul.
Hey, you
Happy
there?
birthday. Yeah. You hear me?
Yeah. Can he hear me?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can.
but
Say
yeah, well,
happy birthday,
so
Paul.
so what's good? So what's good? You got any questions?
I don't know.
You got
He's
any
pissed though.
questions?
He told me to go downstairs. Not really. Just I'm just chilling. But
Yeah.
yeah. The questions I got for you is 12:12 on the clock. You see that? I don't know.
Yeah.
My question for you is with the gang stalking. See, I'm going out in the garage. Um, how do you how do you make money in a program? Because you know how they be trying to block you from making money, like they try to infiltrate every area of your life.
Yeah, I see what you mean. How you make money?
Yeah.
First thing is like if you're being blocked, if you're being like, if you feel like you're being blocked and you can't do anything, that means there's like there's some type of, there's something you're doing you need to stop doing, or there's something that you need to start doing. And then once you stop doing that, I don't know because I'm not you, but whatever you do, whatever it is, whatever you stop doing or start doing, whatever change you make, once you do that, after a certain period of time, you're gonna see the blockages start to release. That's usually how the whole gang stalking thing, because people say gang stalking as like they're being blocked or somebody stopping them or things just that gets bad luck. Pretty much gang stalking is just another term for bad luck. You feel like you have bad luck. So if you feel like you have bad luck, then that means you're not in energetic alignment. So when you're not in energetic alignment, that means you're not sacrificing something, or you're doing something or not doing something you're supposed to be doing. So you're not being your true self. You're not being yourself. So when you're not being yourself, then things are gonna happen to you, and you're gonna feel blocked. You're gonna try to go out and do things like you may try to go get a girl, may try to make money, do whatever you're trying to do, but then at the same time, it's gonna be blocked because the spirit or that energy is like you're not ready for it because you didn't make the sacrifice. Because remember, I said nothing's free in this reality, so you didn't pay that esoteric energy, so you can't get those. Just like you didn't pay to go into that movie, you didn't pay to have that experience of whatever the fuck you want to have. So that's what it is. That's from my experience. I'm not just saying this shit because I made it up. I'm saying it because I got like I've experienced this, and this is what I know, like through my experience, and this is what works for me. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everyone, or from what I know is I've known this work from everybody I've knows gang stalking who I talk about. They always tell me it makes sense, but so I'm not saying like people say what I'm saying is wrong, but that's my answer.
All right. Well, I'll definitely take that into consideration because I think I do need to start working a little harder or putting more effort into something more, like you said.
Oh,
I
I
don't
can't
think,
hear you. You're blocking. You're breaking up.
oh, I said I do
You're breaking
understand. I'm
up.
gonna take what you said. Oh, you can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you a little better.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? All right. I said I'm gonna take what you said into consideration. Um, because I do feel like I need to start working a little bit more towards like something more, like you said. I do feel like I'm probably not doing enough. I could be lazy
Yeah,
sometimes. Like I
you
like to get high a
breaking up.
lot, you know. So
Yeah, yeah, that's
I like
probably
to.
what it is. 'Cause I felt there've been times where when I was stopped certain things in my life, whether it be whatever it is, and I notice I'll be attracting more, and my situation will be different. But then it's like because you, but the thing is though, you're not supposed to do these things so you can have these experiences, because that's not what it's about. It's about doing what you're supposed to do, and then those experiences will come. So when you're in alignment doing things and things are happening to you, your whole life isn't revolved around money and having these in your desires, because if you do that, then you can still end up in a situation that's negative, so you still got to be careful. So like
Uh,
it's all about doing, fulfilling your spiritual mission. I don't know, his thing is messing up.
yeah, I feel you,
And doing with
bro.
just being yourself, doing what you got to do. That's all really this is about. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I hear you. I like to get high a lot. I like to use my wax parts, my wax pens. I like to get high as fuck. Uh,
All right, my bad. My fight. I don't know what the fuck is going on. My 5G was fucking up, so I have to go. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna invite you again. I thought it was you at first, but it was my shit fucking up. The 5G in this spot is very fucked up. Like I don't know why it is. All right, hold on, guys. Yeah, rejoin the stream again. I had to go drive out. Yeah, but yeah, that shit was funny. This dude went into his fucking. How you going to say happy birthday to your dad and he says fuck you? That's some funny shit. But like, guys, man, I don't know, man. All right, so I'm gonna park over here. It's just crazy. Let me put it on because I forgot you can't be on the phone driving. And I don't have no insurance on this car, and it's not. This car's not even registered. These bastards talk about I paid them like 300. This shit is fucking stupid. You gotta pay all this money just to register this fucking vehicle, and it's only gonna be registered for a year. Fucking retarded. All right, so this is a perfect parking right here. All right, I'm gonna park right here. Yeah, but what's good with everyone? Yeah, man. But shit, if you want to join the stream again, you can. I fucking my shit. I thought it was you that was messing up, but it was my shit fucking up. Cause the spot that I was at, the 5G is always slow in that area. That's why. Yeah. But pretty much, man, I already said what I really had to say in this video. Anybody got any more questions, man? I'm just chilling right now. Yeah, but that gang stalking shit though, a lot of people have a lot of problems with that gang stalking, and the reason for that is because there's something you're not doing in life. That's how you stop it. You stop it because just think about it like this: like, at least try what I'm saying before you like say it's wrong. Like, try whatever it is you feel like, because there's something I know you guys know you feel like you need to stop, and if you feel like you need to stop it and you stop it and it's not it, then that's different. And at least you tried it, but try stopping it and you see how like your life changes and different things, and you'll see different situations and opportunities, and just they're gonna just come up more because you made a change. Because like I said, you gotta be in the right mindset. Because by the time you get to the space you want to get in, you're not gonna be thinking like you're thinking right now. The reason you're not gonna be thinking like you're thinking because you're not in that mindset no more. The only reason you were attracting the shit you were attracting is because of the way you were thinking. Remember, where the mind goes, the body goes. So by the time you get to the space where you're having these experiences you want, the angelic way, you're not going to be in the same spot. If you get it the demonic way, then you can still be in the same mindset, but you get it the demonic way because you did something demonic. It's not because when they say sell your soul to the devil, make a pact, that is one way of getting things, but you can also go out there and rob and kill somebody for money and just do it a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So like it's different levels to this shit. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the link again. And what I think going on right now is the human body is changing. This is why like a lot of you guys are eating less. This is happening, I think, on a whole, like to the human body, and this is the reason why they're fucking with the food. Because notice how there's food shortages, and you go to the stores, there's less, the qualities and the portions are smaller, and they're doing this. The reason, part of the reason they're doing this is because they know that human beings are eating less, so there's no need. Because you're not even eating that much food. A lot of these people say, "Oh, I can only eat 1 meal a day. I don't have time to eat," and stuff. So if that's the case, then that's part of the reason why um they're making the food less, and it's smaller and it's more expensive because there's really no need like that. It all correlates to the human body changing. If they made these changes like 10, 20, 30 years ago, it would have been a shock to the whole system. But they doing it now because they know people can handle it. Like, people aren't really complaining about this shit. And like they'll put on the news, oh, people are starving and hungry and need food, but in real actual life, you don't hear nobody talking like that. I'm not saying it won't get there, but right now, like the news, they like to sensationalize shit. Somebody say you join the chat. Yeah, they full of shit, dude. Man. One thing I noticed about the weed clubs in this, because I was looking at this thing, and this shit is about to expire next month. I forgot to ask the stupid ass nigga to look to check the expiration date. I forgot to ask that nigga. So I got it. It's good so far, but it pissed me off because I wouldn't have got it if I known. But I noticed the clubs that are cheap and they don't charge tax, they're the clubs that sell expired shit or shit that's close to expiration. And the clubs that charge more money and they charge tax, those clubs they sell you the fresh shit. Because I went to this other club and I paid like $40, and I was like, damn, that's expensive. Because I could have paid like probably less than 30 at another place, but then I got it. It was fresh. Like they just made it like less than like 2 months ago. Which that's fresh when it comes to weed. These people, their shit be like a year old, over a year old sometimes, or close to a year old, and it'll be cheaper. And everyone's, oh, it's cheap of it, but it's like, see, this system, no, nothing is free. This is an example. It goes into what I'm telling you niggas. And there's no such thing as a sale, a discount, or any of that bullshit. Unless you steal something, or you guess what I said, a 5 finger discount. That's the only discount, the 5 finger one, when you're talking about retailing and shit. Because anytime you're in like a retail store, when they put something on sale, it's because nobody wants that shit, or it's damaged, or it's like a problem with it, or an issue, or it's some type of issue which nobody will want it, or they can't make as much money. Even if it's something popular, it's because nobody's buying it. Like it'll be something popular and then they're charging, but then once people stop buying it, then they'll make that shit on sale. So it's like with the weed shit. Like all the shit that they sell at the weed club, it's on the shit that's cheap, it's on sale, but it's like it's on sale because the shit's fucking trash. So there's nothing free in the system. And then people think, oh, I got a deal, I got a sale because I spent $5 on something that was 20. Well, that shit's probably hella broken, expired, or the only way I'll say is good is if somebody stole it and then they sold it to you. And then the system doesn't like that because it's stepped. So they won't like it if you steal and sell it because they won't get no tax money, and then they can't rip you off by making you charge an absorbent fucking fee for the product. Because if I steal it, I could charge you $10 instead of 20. Because if I sell it to you for 20, I made 10 because I have to account for the cost of the overhead for my business, like the employee and all that. So I only made 10 if I sold it for 20. But if I stole it, I sold it for 10. I made 10 still, and I didn't pay no taxes and shit. So they don't like that fucking shit. Shit's crazy. As I say, nothing's free in this system. This system's all a scam. Like you go in there and think, oh, some good. Because think about it like this: why the fuck would there be a club that's selling the same product for $30 and another club for 40, and they're both able to operate? That doesn't make any sense. How can they both operate? And obviously, the reason this one's still operating is because there's something here that is a reason for you to spend more money. If that wasn't the case, then you see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And then what's gonna happen is the club, like this club that I went to, these clubs are gonna go out of business real soon. This is the first sign that you see. Because I even seen in an article a few months ago, they say that the legal marijuana industry is about to come crumbling down, and they were talking how they're charging too much taxes and all these they're running these businesses like down. Like it was fun. It's pretty much what I'm saying. So this is the reason why they're doing that, because before you never back in 2021, you never used to get expired shit. It was rare. I'm seeing it a lot because the industry, like they said, is crumbling. Not weed. People are always gonna smoke weed, but the whole legal industry, the little bullshit that they set up so they want to tax people, that shit's crumbling. Oh my goodness, just and then like back in 2021 was like the year I remember, like they would never sell no expired weed back in 2021. All the weed back in 2021 and before was like they don't sell expired weed now, but I see it a lot more. Back in 2021, I'd never seen it. I never seen it. Probably one, not even once. It's just last year is the first year I started seeing expired weed. I'm like, the fuck is just expired? I'd never seen that shit before because it was always fresh when I got it. And I was going to the same club. And in the club that I went to, where it wasn't fresh no more, um, they got rid of a lot of products. Like they had because they were the cheapest spot in the whole city. Everybody went there. And nobody went there because they got rid of like half their product, and then half the shit on the menu wasn't even there. So like it was fucked up, man. Like they ran that shit to the ground. What I think happened was they couldn't keep up with selling it for such a low price. So this is why they had to sell expired shit. Because like they don't have the money to buy new shit that's good. So they have to get the old expired shit because nobody smokes weed like they used to. Like, believe it or not, like a lot of people aren't smoking like they were back in 2020 and 2021. After 2021, people stopped smoking a lot. And they say it's because the pandemic ended and all that shit. And part of it is to do with that, but the difference is the frequency, because weed is not the same as it was before. At least, well, for me, because I know from experience, but weed, the drug, it doesn't get you high the same way. Like it's different. So because weed is it's not like a drug like cocaine where it's in a lab and it has the same effect. Weed is more correlated based on the energies on the where we're at. So weed doesn't make you feel the same way no more. And this is why a lot of people, the popularity of it has gone down a little bit compared to before. A lot of you niggas may say it hasn't, but I've seen it because I used to smoke and be in the whole weed shit, and it's not the same. Like people used to be, yeah. To be honest, no amount of money is enough money if you really want to get technical. That's why, because the way they built this system, they built it where, because the people who made this system, they didn't make money for you to make money and just have money and retire and not do anything. If you do retire and you have your money, they're gonna want some of that money. This is why they tax you. This is why they have things called lawsuits and fines and bills. It's because they want that fucking money. So as long as you living in the system, you're always going to be having to spend money. So this is why I say, like, is not really enough. There, no money is really enough if you really want to get technical. This is why a lot of these people, these billionaires out here, and when I say it's not enough, I'm not saying like you cannot have enough. Like obviously there's enough money. Like you're not gonna like live crazy, but this is why you see a lot of these greedy people out here who are billionaires and they do their shit because in order in order for the system to be built, money needs to be made. And money needs to be made for the system to be built. So they want you to always be making money. They don't want you to just make a lot of money and then just chill and think that's a lot. So once they see that, then they'll throw shit. This is why they have certain things out in the system to kind of take you off your path. Like you'll see some of these celebrities, they got a lot of money, but then they get hit with a lawsuit. That's like that's one way the Masons can attack somebody who has a lot of money who thinks they have power. Well, okay, we'll get him with a lawsuit and then they can wipe your shit, or they'll do it like tax you or make you do fines. Or this is why a lot of these niggas they'll like Wesley Snipes, he made like millions of dollars and he like he got a lot of money, but then he was in debt to the IRS for like 10 million because he didn't pay taxes. So and then this nigga couldn't even pay. He didn't even have money because he didn't even have the 10 million. So he had to be on a payment plan and had to make because he just spent all that money and shit. This is how they get you and shit. Because if you make like $1 million, you pretty much only got like $300,000 because all the rest is in tax. So it's something like that. Because they said you don't make $1 million until you make 2 million. Because based on taxes, if you make $1 million, you don't even get a million. So you need to make 2 million to actually be a millionaire. Because they take like I think they take about like I forgot how much it is. I think it's like 30%. So you probably get like 700,000 if you make a million. So they rob you and shit. So really, it's like the system you always this. But the thing is though, that's not really a problem because if you have a talent and you have a gift that that it is in alignment with self, you always the money is not looked at as like, oh, I don't have enough of it. It's like it's something that's always there because you need money to be yourself, to do your mission. So the spirit, so the spirit is gonna allow you money because it knows you're doing a mission. It's like, oh, you're on a mission and you need money to pay bills, you need money to sleep somewhere. So it's going to take care of you because you're doing the mission. But once you're not on a mission, then it's like you're on your own. You gotta do it the demonic way and fend for yourself. And you don't want to. They want to get people in that state. Anytime you get any type of money, you always want to invest it. You don't want to just look at it like as that's the money I'm gonna live off of. Or you always want to have a way to invest it and put it into something that's gonna allow it to grow. Because you always want to have some type of income and be always doing something so you have something coming in. And when you're usually on your spiritual path, doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're just living life, being yourself. So it's not like a hassle. Like you may look at it like, man, I gotta find something to do forever now. It's like, no, not even really like that. Because once you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, like I said, we're not even the human body is changing. So the way your emotions are, the way your body and all that shit, that's just about to change. And if you're not in alignment, it's not changed for everybody positive because people who aren't in alignment, it's gonna get worse. People are gonna be more. You're gonna start seeing them start talking about a lot more new diseases and shit that are actually going to be true because you're going to start seeing a lot of people start having all these mental issues and physical health problems that they didn't have before because of these new energies that we're going into. And that's why you want to just really cleanse yourself and be in alignment. That's why I said I can feel the blockages holding me back like random anxieties. Yeah, you got to get rid of that shit. You have to get rid of it. Anytime you ever have a thought that you don't want to have, anytime you have a thought, emotion that you don't want to have, that's something that you need to get rid of. Like, for example, if there's a bug crawling on you and it's like annoying you, you're gonna flick it off of you, right? So if you have a thought, like you say you have lust, anxiety, racing thoughts, get them out of here and don't have them no more. But if you can't do that and they keep coming and you can't control it, then you have healing to do. And there's something that you're not doing. There's something wrong that you're doing. And that's the honest truth. Like it should be like growing, and it get the thoughts and the lust. It's not going to be overnight, because once you start the healing process with the thoughts and the anxiety and the lust and all that, they're gonna dwindle away. So they'll still be there, but there'll be less of it, and it's gonna get less and less, and then it'll go away. In some cases, it may just go away depending on the person's situation, but in most cases, the same energy you put in, you have to put in to get out of it. So if you've been had anxiety for all these years and you didn't take care of it, then that was building up. So when you get out of it, it's going to take you quite a bit of time, because you got to put in like just about the same energy that you got in something, you have to put to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? So if you had anxiety for years, for most of your life, the healing process may be a lengthy one. Maybe, I'm not saying, I'm just saying maybe a lengthy one. Most likely it will be, because of you've been depressed so long. So to get out of it is going to be take a long time, because you were depressed for a long time. It's like if I gave you a paper cut, you're gonna heal quick. But if I got a knife and I stabbed you and I sliced your leg almost off, you're gonna have to get surgery, and it's gonna take you months to heal, because the damage is more, and it's more impactful. So if the damage is more impactful, then your healing process is gonna take longer. That's why everybody's different. What can you sense? You say you sense something in other people. Yeah, but you gotta like, because me, every month I feel like a different person. I'm not there's because first of all, the healing process is lifelong. You're always going to be healing something. But the thing is to get ourselves to a certain mindset where we're able to hold our shit together emotionally. That's what we're trying to get. So me, every month I feel like a new person, because of the energetic work I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm perfect and there's not mistakes I'm making, but certain aspects of what I'm doing right, and every month I feel different. So that's how it should be. That's why you guys see me coming back. You go look at my videos. I'm gonna unblock my videos, but you go look at that like a year ago. I'm not speaking the same as I am now. I'm like, because then it's not like I'm trying or whatever. Just I don't even think like I did like a year ago. Certain things I do, certain things I just can't even imagine I was doing. Even the way I was eating last year, a lot of food I liked, I don't like now. And this was like last year, beginning of this year, when I was on live with you niggas, like I am right now. You guys seen me in the midst of the changes. You can look at the video. It's not like it's some shit. I was offline for 2 months and then you came back, and you guys seen my shit every day almost when I was going live. Yeah, man, this shit. Yeah, we gotta make this shit funny. You can't be like, cause this shit get you too depressed and shit. But sometimes you may need to be depressed so you can get something done. Like, these emotions aren't entirely bad. Sometimes you may need to feel like, if there was no pain or there was no depression, you probably will. What will have to happen will be a situation where something tragic happens, because you didn't have no early signs to stop doing what you're doing. See what I'm saying? Because you didn't have no depression, you didn't have no fear. So if you didn't have no fear, no fear of, I don't want to go there, and then you go there and then somebody fucking shoot you with an AK. If you didn't have the fear because you didn't feel negative emotion, then you will walk in there and you will be out of here. And who gives a fuck about being out of here? But if you came here to complete a mission, that's just it'll prolong your time here. Now you got to go be a baby again and come back and all this bullshit. So it's like certain things you need to like keep going because like if not, if certain things were in place, people would just be fucking doing the same shit over and over. People would just, and then their spirit won't get nothing done. They just be here. They just, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be hot as fuck today. It's about to be 105. Yeah, it's about to be 105. Fuck. Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna end this live right now. What time is it? 10:43. Yeah. We end this live right now. Probably take another hit. I'm hella high right now. I don't even want to take another hit. Yeah, shit. That hit looked like him. Clown boy. That shit looked like him. That shit was funny as fuck, man. That shit looked like him. I had to film it. I was like, I didn't want to give no more attention to this motherfucker, but that dude looked like he looked exactly like. I'm like, I can't not film this nigga because it looks so exactly like this dude. Like, let me just film it. That shit was funny as fuck though. That literally looked like that dude too. To be honest, that even though that dude was coked or meth the fuck out, that dude looked more normal than Clown Boy. Clown Boy looked like fucking Clown Boy. The real Clown Boy looked like he looked like 10 years later after that nigga I showed you. Like if that nigga just pretty much just got older and just got more deeper into drugs, that's Clown Boy right now. That's the real Clown Boy. This nigga looks normal compared to Clown Boy. And that dude was out of his fucking mind. This was like years ago. This was back in fucking 2020. Like 3, 4 years. Like, yeah, 3, 4 years ago when he was like started trolling my shit. He was trolling my shit and stuff and uh he was really well. He was trolling me because he was like he'll make a video about me. He still has some of my videos. You can watch them. Like go. I'll probably put it later. I'll put a link later to him. Like I really don't care. Like he wasn't really saying. He just said I'm in the Illuminati and I'm a Mason. Like how the fuck am I a Mason and I'm living like you? Look at the fucking car I'm in, you dumbass. I'm on YouTube. I'm fucking like I'm a regular ass person like everyone else. You idiot. How am I a fucking Mason? Make any sense? Like people are stupid. I'm a Mason with no money. I'm a Mason that doesn't have at least $100 million, or I'm like, and he's not saying I'm one of these low end Masons. He's like saying I'm a high end Mason. Like I'm fuck out of here, nigga. I don't have $1 million and I'm a Mason. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You must be a flunked out Mason, a failed Mason, or some shit, or a fake Mason. I don't know. Fucking stupid ass. Yeah. My other platform. I only have one platform. There was my other no fake channel. And then I had that one got deleted, and I made this one. New app? No, I don't think so. I probably said I was gonna probably go on a new app. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I probably am gonna find another. No, I said I had a new page, a new YouTube page, a No Fate 3. And that was gonna be my backup, just in case they fucking delete this one. Hopefully they don't. But those Teslas look so fucking ugly. It's like the Tesla is like the only so-called luxury car that looks so like it doesn't even look like, you know, when you see like a Honda or you see a Toyota or any regular car. That's the same feeling I get when I see a Tesla. Like they just look so generic and regular. They don't even look luxury and shit. Like who the fuck will waste all that money for that piece of shit? I don't know. I don't like them. Like some people probably like them, but like if I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna get a real like a normal fucking vehicle, not no fucking electric vehicle. Uh, Another platform. Oh no, it was StreamYard. StreamYard. I don't like it. One thing I don't like about StreamYard is when you play music, you can't hear the beat. You can't hear the music. That's why it sounds all fucked up. I didn't know that. That's why when I play my music, it was all yeah. Like if I play the music, I have to go on YouTube Live or I can't do StreamYard because it fucks up the noise. And you probably have to pay like a certain fee to make it sound clear or something. That nigga, yeah, that nigga's funny though. That nigga JD Friday, that nigga's funny. I don't even hate any of these motherfuckers no more because like I see them for what they are. Like back in the day, I was angry because I was more unaware, but now like I'm aware. Like most people are stupid. Most people are under mind control. So these people are just under mind control. So it does. They don't. I'm not. I don't look at them as an enemy no more because they're not on my level. Back then, I wasn't consciously aware like I am now. And I'm not saying I'm fully aware, but I wasn't aware like I was then. So I kind of looked at them like they're on my level to relate. So that's why I got more invested. But as I started growing, I'm like, I'm nothing like these people on their own thing. And that's why it don't really anger me because it's like all the shit I was arguing about is over some stupid shit that only stupid people argue about. So since I'm not in that conscious level, it doesn't. I'm not. So I don't even see them as enemies no more. I just make that clown boy thing because I just see it like, oh, look like this nigga. Weird. And one thing I'm noticing is every fucking time that I be thinking about somebody, like I'll see somebody, I'll be in a group of setting with people, right? And I'll see somebody and I'll start focusing my energy on the person where I'll be saying, who the fuck is this person? Or I'll be like, this person looks like this person, or I'll just focus my energy. And then I notice like 8, 9 times out of 10, a situation will happen where I end up engaging with this person. Like now there was this is one person I seen, right? And I was like, this person looks like the person I used to go to school with. And then I was just like making jokes and like laughing, and I just was like, I just seen the person. I was like, just putting my energy and attention. And then like a few days later, the same person asked me, do I sell weed, and trying to start a conversation. And then there'll be other times like shit like that happens. Like it'll be a female I'll be hella attracted to, and I'll look and she'll be fine. And then it'll be a situation where that same female ends up doing something that's in my vicinity. And it's like my attention, it tracks that shit. It's weird. And that's just been happening to me a lot lately. Because what I'm thinking is the mind is powerful. Like if you guys want to know some real witchcraft is you using your mind. Like you thinking like for example, if you're gonna go in a store and steal something like me, feel like I'm not saying do this, but what I do is you feel like you got something to do. Like don't look in it like you're nervous. Like you gotta think. And I'm only saying this as to use it an example of you can apply this to everything. Like for example, you go into a store and you gotta steal something. Don't go in there thinking you did something wrong or you're nervous and you're looking. Go in there like I'm about to go get something from my grandma. What aisle am I gonna go? And have that energy and that on your mindset. And remember, you can apply this to everything in any situation. Have that energy in your mind. I'm gonna get something from my grandma. I'm gonna go and get this. I have business, and then walk like it. Like remember what I tell you, where the mind goes, the body goes. So when you think like that, walk like it. Walk like you got some business. Roll your sleeves up, because when you roll your sleeve, based upon the system, when you roll your sleeves up, that means you're working. So when you're walking around and you're rolling your sleeves up, a person will look at you as you got business to attend to subconsciously versus if you just go down with the sleeve. So really do things like that, and then you'll notice you'll create a situation that will be in favor of what you want because you were in that energy, because you thought that. So everything forms against you. Like another example will be, let me give you another example. Like a lot of you guys say, like, imagine somebody who has abandonment problems and nobody likes, like, you feel like nobody wants to be around you, or you feel angry and upset, and you want to retaliate at somebody, and you want to start some shit with somebody, or you just you want to you're in a situation where you feel ignored, or you feel pissed, you're ignored and you're pissed off. What you usually do, what I do when I'm in that situation, or what I was in that situation, I will go, and I don't have abandonment issues, but I'm talking about like when I be angry and I want to start some shit with somebody, but you don't want to go up and start some shit, but you want to, like, you want somebody to do something. What I'll do is I'll use that energy and I'll transmute it. I'll go into a store and I'll steal a bunch of shit, and I will say, I hope a motherfucker catch me so I can cuss them out. And when I think like that, nobody will catch me. Like when I leave, the lady's back will be turned and nobody will see me. And it'll be mostly on those times where that happens. When I actually care about somebody seeing me, nobody will see me, because if you're in your mindset thinking, oh, nobody's gonna pay attention to me, nobody, you're creating that reality. So if you think that nobody gonna pay attention to you, and you go and steal something, then no one's gonna pay attention to you. So that's a good thing. So transmute the energy. You see what I'm saying? That's the witchcraft you gotta do. That's you gotta psych up the universe is a retarded dumb bitch. And you gotta psych it up and trick it and make it do things for you. The universe is not intelligent like you guys think. The universe is a stupid dumb bitch, and it's supposed to answer to you. You have an answer to you by you psyching yourself up. Your emotions are the fuel. Your mind is your mind is like the vehicle. So you need the emotion, and you need the thought for it to manifest. Because the thought, the mind, the thinking, the thought is the vehicle. Your emotions are fuel. So if you want something, you got to think about it and then have an emotion, feel about it. So like I said, you go into a store, you want to take something, not have them. And I'm not saying every time this shit gonna work. Like 9 out of 10 times, this thing will work though. I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 times, because at the end of the day, you don't have full free will. Remember, I told you don't have free will. So you gotta universe answers to you. So what you need to understand is that once you have that on your mind, think that, like when you're in a social situation and you keep thinking about, are these people gonna make fun of me, and you're so asphyxiated on trying to impress them so they don't think you're weird, you're gonna create a situation where where they think you're weird, because you keep thinking about it and you keep trying not to. So your mind is in an anxiety space, so it's gonna play out in your body doing weird shit and then acting weird, and then they're gonna pick up on it and say, okay, this guy's acting weird, I should make fun of him because he's acting in that energy. But if you were acting in that don't fuck with me energy, I'm on some real shit, they're gonna respect you, the same people, because they're gonna feel that shit. So these niggas are just acting like you say, like they say, don't take it personal. Like Jay Bass says, don't take it personal. They only responding on your energy. And even if you have a good energy and they respond disrespectfully, it's gonna be a different type of disrespect than if you don't have no love or value for yourself. It's gonna be a different type of disrespect. They're gonna come at you more out of way. Like it's gonna be different. I can't explain, but they're gonna come at you different. It's not gonna be more from like their. Think about it like this. Imagine getting slapped or getting punched. At the end of the day, getting slapped is more degrading than getting punched, but it's still disrespect. So it just depends. Yep. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. But the thing is, the more you heal and the more you wake up, the more you heal and the more you wake up, the more you're gonna be able to pinpoint and see the unhealed in other people. Like now, like before, like I tell you guys, every month I'm always changing. So now, like I'm seeing people look, they're just different. I can see somebody who's not healed. I can see it based on how they talk. I remember I seen this one nigga at the store the other day, and when I seen this nigga, he had this energy of just somebody with a lot of anger and bitterness and resentment. And when he was talking, he wasn't saying nothing disrespectful or nothing, but I could hear it in his voice that he had a lot of anger. And then I seen the nigga a few days later, and he was on the phone and he was arguing with somebody. And when he was arguing and yelling, the anger was so, because remember I told you I was able to sense his anger when he wasn't angry. So when he was actually angry and he was yelling, it sounded like this nigga was gonna cry. So like not even cry, but like you could tell like when somebody like they're angry and they cry, like so it tell you this nigga had a lot of trauma and shit. So I can sense shit like that now. So when I'm seeing all these people out here, I'm all like, damn, man, like so many people are just fucked up. And like some people, they come at me respectful and they don't say nothing disrespectful, but I don't even want to be around them because I know that they're unhealed. I know they're fucked up. I know that. And I don't even want to be around them. And I like to be honest, I don't want to be that type of person who just treats people with disrespect for no reason. I don't want to be like so those people I stay away from. Because there's certain people they come at me respectfully, but I can see that if I mingle with this person, we're gonna have an argument. And I learned that in high school. In high school is what that taught me. Trust my intuition. After high school, I rarely made any mistakes about trusting my intuition. High school is what taught me to trust my intuition. Because after high school, if I felt you ain't shit, I didn't fuck with you. And it worked out because 99% of the people I felt that weren't shit, it proved to me in life they weren't shit. It wasn't like, oh, you're leaving you're leaving missing opportunities because you're not. No, that wasn't like that with these people because I know the lines to cross, so I'm not dumb. These motherfuckers I seen in reality 3-4 months down the line, even longer, that it's glad I didn't mingle with them. So I know what the fuck I know what I was doing then. Yeah. I don't really care about the cash app really because the energy's gonna come back to me one way or another. Like it comes back to me on a daily basis. Like I'm putting it out there, it's gonna come back to me. And in my real life, like this shit comes back to me. It doesn't have to come back through this. Because I'm putting energy, and if it's helping people, that's good enough. And I'm gonna get that energy one way or another because I'm putting it out there. So, and I see it come at me in other ways. That's like I teach you guys things, there's things I know that knowledge and things and people come into my life and give me knowledge and I find certain things and it's a result because like just like I'm helping you guys out with things I don't know, there may be something I don't know, and since I'm helping you guys out, I put the energy of teaching and knowing. So if there's something I don't know that has to do with whatever it is physically, but it may not have to do with spiritually. There may be some sheep or somebody who's part of the system who they may come into my life and tell me something like I told you guys something. And I'm not gonna call them a sheep or say NPC. I'm gonna look at it like the spirit is using them as a vessel to come and talk to me. Once you start talking about, oh, they're a sheep, I'm not gonna, then that's when you're really lost into, that's the demonic Lucifer world and shit, that demonic world. Once because you're too lost in the illusion. It's like it ain't that serious, nigga. Even though it is serious, it ain't that serious. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream right now, and I'm gonna come back later. So